How often do you lose your car in public parking? Maybe in a big lot at the mall or something like that. Well, our next guest may have a solution for you to help find your vehicle. Jay Tilson is the COO and CTO of a company called Finder Technologies. Hey, Jay, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
Thank you, Dave. Thanks for having me.
I guess we don't so much lose our car, but sometimes she does, or sometimes it loses us.
Well, we, a lot of people say that. We say, over 1 million times a year in the United States, people lose their car. They forget where they parked it, and they spend over 20 minutes looking for it. Meanwhile, they're anxious, frustrated, embarrassed.
Or like, oh my God, is it stolen?
Of course that
occurs to you, because I swear this is where I parked. Well,
or if you're a female, at night you might feel fear for your safety.
As well, you may should. So all the more reason where Finder Technologies comes in and does something that you call Auto Finder.
Right. We invented a little handheld key fob that fits on your keychain, and it points you to your parked car from up to a half a mile away. A little beacon fits in your windshield, and that broadcasts a signal, and the little handheld key fob points in the direction of your parked car in parking structures, multi-level parking structures, underground parking lots, and in large, wide open, stadium parking events and things like that.
So unlike other things that we have covered that use GPS technology, which is kind of cool and works pretty well, but it's got to be outside.
Exactly.
GPS isn't going to help you if you're in a garage or, as you mentioned, underground parking structure.
True, and on top of that, you got to remember to punch the button on that GPS device to begin with. And
Correct.
The way we figure it is if you remember to punch that button, you probably don't need the product anyway.
You're going to remember where you parked because at that point you're looking up and saying, oh, green row 7. Okay, I got that.
That's it.
Good point. So now is it powered by the vehicle so that it's not discharging, or how does the device, this beacon that you talk about, get its power?
It has 3 AA batteries.
Okay.
And so they work for about 6 to 9 months, depending on how often you use it.
Right.
And then the little
and as they get low, there's some alert to tell us replace the batteries.
Correct. Okay. There's a little beep,
Gotcha.
And it'll beep about once a minute, and it'll do that for about the last 2 weeks of the battery life.
Oh,
it'll still work.
Sure.
But it's telling you, hey, you better change the batteries.
And you're thinking, what is that beep coming from? Every time I get in the car, I'm hearing a beep. What's going on? And now you'll know.
I invented this thing, and I'm sitting in my car the first time that happened, and I'm going, what is that beep?
It's your own device.
I couldn't believe it. I was just going, you got to be kidding me. That's my own device.
But you're honest enough to admit it, and that's good because now it helped everyone else. So,
right.
And the key fob, of course, is a keychain that we'd put then our car keys on, right?
Correct.
And when we push the button to say, where's the car, because I was shopping 2 or 3 hours ago, and I must have come out the wrong exit, we push a button, and it makes a noise.
It does.
And
you just hold the button down.
Yeah, and then that is...
And then once it starts... See, now that's pointing away.
I like the sound, too. Jason, we're getting this good.
And when it's pointing at it, it's a solid tone that you heard. And when it's pointing away from it, here, I'll hide it.
Okay, hiding it again.
That's the way it sounds when it's not pointing at it. That's the way it sounds when it's pointing at it.
So we simply get closer and closer to our car. It's kind of like, what's that
like
old kids game?
A metal detector. And so as you scan the parking lot, which direction do I walk in? So you scan, your hand, and as you hear that sound get higher pitched and closer together, and you look at the little green lights on it, the little arrows on it, and it'll point more when you're pointing in the right direction of your vehicle.
Very cool. Plus, you also look cool and sound cool in a parking lot, I'm thinking, because who else has got this thing that's making this kind of a noise?
Very cool.
And I'm loving the noise so much.
Okay.
I may just go home with the key fob, if you don't mind.
There you go.
It just
keep you entertained.
Feels like we're producing a cartoon or something. I like it. I love it. Now, is this something available yet?
It is. It's available today.
And for how much?
$99.95 is our price.
Okay, and it's a one-time price. We're not paying a monthly fee or anything.
No monthly fee, and it doesn't require any other expenses. One time, $99, and you're all set.
And available from where?
Well, you can buy it on Amazon.com, eBay, First Street.
A whole bunch of places. Probably your own website.
Our own website.
I'm going to guess.
Absolutely.
Which was very clever of you. To also make it available at the following website. Check this out. Very easy. Auto-Finder.com. IntoTomorrow.com.
And don't forget that dash, because if you don't put the dash in, you'll be buying a used car.
Oh, that Auto Finder. Gotcha. So auto-finder.com for more info. And, of course, when you hit us up at IntoTomorrow.com, we'll link you to Jay's site and all of our guests here this week. Jay Tilson, thanks for joining us on Into Tomorrow.
Dave, thank you for having me.
Good. Now I've got to go find the rest of my staff. Can we have them carry one of these? I think that'll work, too. As we go further into tomorrow and find our vehicle. Dave Graveline, don't go away. There's more coming at you.